Well, I didn't bring any razors, so I'm not gonna make much progress against the. I'm gonna have to go see a barber anyway. I need help with my head hair. This is really because I've had such little reactions because oh gosh, gee, but then you never know because they're a corporation and they're a union backed the terrorists and cost them $11 billion. So they're going to be looking to cut corners on everything. I've been able to eat their butter croissants because they smell like, and my bowels say that they are indeed made with butter. But no, today I drew the line because uh, I assume that's a woman, Janet, Janat. I think I've actually met her because I remember this weird spelling. She left this when I was attempting to nod off, and even has like, you know, cage-free eggs too, large cage-free eggs and stuff. I love that little sprinkle. The problem is, and it's got a little muesli biscuit in there. I took a little tiny bite of that to kind of check to see the oils or flavors. And I didn't even read the back of it. Don't need to because see, it says right on there, honey peanut butter. Well, see, on that package, that peanut butter was made with palm oil in sufficient quantities to create cannon butt. So, Starbucks, you're stupid. If you haven't caught up with the fact that none of us who really know food chemistry and food toxicity wants palm oil, soybean oil, canola oil. Uh, what's the other one? Your major. We don't want it. This is a product for people that are just go by titles and names and stuff, and they'll put up with those occasional bouts of diarrhea and blame it on their night of drinking good vegetarian beer. But you're not conning me. Let me see what if it even lists grape yada yada, sulfate, raisins, sunflower, so give all the crushed flax seeds. Really not too fun. Flax is good in small quantities, but that's what we made linoleum out of. And right now, the amount of linoleic acid in the vegetable oils is too much. That's part of the problem that's creating an imbalance in your organic peanut butter spread, dry roasted peanuts, organic honey, organic cane sugar, peanut oil. But then they finally mentioned palm oil. It's not what it said on the package. If I have to dig that fucker out, I bet you it mentions. I bet you it mentions palm oil first. Yeah, it does. Let's go. No, it does. It's same, but it's got palm oil in it. Period. And since it's right there, even with peanut oil, and they typically are just half ground peanuts, and then usually the cheapest oil they can find. So now I won't be accepting any donations from Starbucks because I can't trust them. So Starbucks, you screwed the pooch, and you especially, to be honest, uh, I don't know who would invest in your company when you you know at least in Portland, Maine, when the employees went to unionize, Starbucks did the right thing. They just closed the fucking store, like the one on Congress. That's the place that 23 years ago. That's where I had my first cup of liquefied automobile tires known as Starbucks coffee. And Starbucks is struggling to make it in that area, period, because of their outrageous prices and they have way too much competition from locals. And so when they tried to unionize that shop, Starbucks just closed down the entire location. You just lost $11 billion. So I have a feeling that the quality of your food is about to go down about $11 billion worth. You're going to start using the cheapest oils available, and that means palm oil and butter flavored palm oil. And you're going to probably start using every little loophole in American labeling laws. Because for those of you who don't know it, they don't really have to tell you everything on the label, especially if it's classified by them as proprietary. They don't have to tell you. They can, that Hawaiian bread, here's the perfect Starbucks and Hawaiian bread. I even called the company. I was saying, I was just a chemist. I'm just curious as to, because it must be a really good, I was bullshitting them. It must be a really good, like antifungal or something. And they said, no, because you cannot make a bread that has that much oil in it. And there are all the other, and there's sugars in there. And there's nothing, only way to possibly do it is through radiation and packaging, and while it's still moist, or actually irradiating it right after packaging, because bread can't really sit on the shelf. Bread without radiation or without potent antifungals in it isn't going to sit on. I've seen Hawaiian bread sit on the shelf for a year and still be soft and not molded. That should tell you right there not to put that shit in your mouth. Starbucks, you suck. Anybody who eats that Hawaiian bread, you're not a label reader. You can't understand that there's something missing from that label.